Hi, my name's Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Dark Souls and recording it all on VHS. Last time we took a dive into the catacombs, and instead of pursuing into the Tomb of Giants with no light, let's go get some light first. So while I'm here, running by our good friend Andre, I thought, hey, let's make a good idea and get this repair kit. It's like, we're going to go fight a Hydra, which is admittedly a deadly prospect. Like, it's a fight that can just go real bad, real easy, so might as well drop our souls, and also it's really nice having that repair stuff, in case we say go into Blight Town or on Orlando and have a real bad time. So, it's just things that are nice to have. Might as well get them. I would also really love to get the weapon smith box. Maybe the armor smith box. Also, we've gone back to the Black Knight sword because, hey, we're out of the catacombs. Don't need the holy damage. We can just use the big damage. Or because we're using the Dark Knight sword, we also have to take off our boar helmet. Boo. But, again, it's just, that slow roll is just so slow. Alright, so one last thing before we go fight that Hydra, and that is we need to just... We're gonna have a sit at this bonfire. Because things tend to go wrong with this fight. Like, it's just... It is a fight in which things can go just super wrong. And in preparation for it, we're going to switch out our poise for rusted iron. Also, we have the crush shield back on because I'm fairly certain the water blasts that the Hydra deals, I think those count as magic damage. And this is our magic resistance shield. So, with that, we're ready to go to try to fight a gosh dang Hydra. Like, it's not necessarily a hard fight. It's just, again, things can go really wrong. Alright, Hydra, I'm gonna need you to, like, actually hit these golems. That's a little better. There we go. Golem problem solved. And again, this is, like, not exactly a hard fight. It's just tedious. It is hide behind a shield, wait for the heads to do their thing. If you want to get some fancy in, you can throw some magic. Preferably don't, miss. Of course, he's too far away to, like, actually hit the body. Also helps if you try to, actually hit the heads. Well, a bit of good news in trying to emulate my first playthrough. This is the only Hydra that we'll be fighting. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to get up into my usual Hydra fighting position. And that's not going to help us at all here. Great. Oh boy, that was very nearly a death. Oh, come on. That is, in fact, not a big sword. Is he dead? He's dead. There we go. Problem solved. Everything is fine. Okay, so this is where we get into the fun shenanigans of this section. Now that that's dead, we need the golden golem behind the thing to spawn. And we can do that by going back to the bonfire and having a rest, or we can do a quit out. So we'll be doing a quit out, and I guess we'll finally see some of these Xbox 360 menu screens. I think, like, it's really annoying that some of these will just do a regular reload of the area, like a quit out. Some of them will actually require that you go sit at a bonfire. Also, to note on the 360 version, these, the brand screens are not, these splash screens are not skippable. So we have to sit through every single one every time we want to reload. So yeah, reloading on 360, not a great deal. Also, you actually have to press start button there to do things. You can't hit any button, like I'm pretty sure you can with like the PC version or the, whatever other releases. Hey, look, it's a golden golem. Let's go kick his butt. And just because we can, once I get a lock on, pew. That does like nothing. And wahey.
So, it is thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulyssil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulyssil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Yes.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Alright, we're just homeward boning at this point. Because I don't remember if it's a quit out or if it's a reset. Like, yeah, I don't remember if it's a quit out or if it's a return to bonfire. Ooh, we can get a level. We also need to buy spells, though. So I'm going to hold on to those souls. I think we need to pump our intelligence a little bit more before we can... words and stuff and things. Use light. We might have a souls problem on our hands here. Because I don't think I have a whole lot of soul items to use. We don't have access to Framped yet, so we can't just, like, sell off our random things that we don't need. Right, there's no Hydra now, so I need to actually, like, deal with the golems myself. How rude. Alright, well, this sword works. Alright, golem's dealt with. Still no quote-unquote lucky drop of blue Titanite chunks. And then we get to this confused the heck out of me so much. This is part of why I never understood summon signs and invading and like the whole humanity nonsense, was because this summon sign is here at any time. I hadn't figured out how summon signs worked yet. Like, occasionally I randomly saw the one for Solaire up in the gargoyles while I was still fighting that, because at some point I was human and went in there, and it's like, oh, there's a summon sign, and then I went back because I had died, and it's just like, oh, I guess it's gone. Didn't understand the system at all, and then you get this summon sign that's always here, whether you are, human or not, and it's just it really muddles the message. Like, I like it in terms of theme, and I like what it means in terms of, like, all of the timey-wimey story nonsense, time is convoluted in Lordran, all that stuff. But, yeah, it's just, real confusing.
I am Dusk of Ulysio. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thy wishes.
Nope, we can proper bow now. Alright, so this is what we're here for. We need 14 intelligence for it. I think we're going to come out just enough. The rest of these were also a lot of fun. Repair I used when doing some farming runs, just to cut down on random soul loss. Probably did not save myself 10,000 souls, so... And I have always wondered if the repair spell works on, like, crystal stuff. I doubt it, but anyway.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth. The sorceries of Ulysio differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Ulysio's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies? The sorceries of
I really, again, like, I love the voice of Dusk. It's such a strong voice. Like, it reminds me a lot of, like, Disney's Alice in Wonderland.
If thou art in need, pray summon me again. I only wish to be of some genuine assistance. May the flames guide thee. I am Dusk of Will. It is an honor I shall... If thou art in...
Oh, I just realized we could go up the back way towards Sif. Let's not. Huh. When would I have done that? I don't know. The forest is a big question mark in my book. Like, there's so much of this middle game that I got just really... lost is probably the best word for it. Trying to figure out, like, where the heck am I going? So, like, trying to piece together exactly what order I did things from my first playthrough, 9 years later with, like, no actual clues or breadcrumbs as such. Yeah, it's certainly time. Let's see, what's the fastest way back to Firelink? I think it'll be just running back through the Berg. Oh boy, and this... Okay, so this part of Dark Souls, what is technically backtracking, but anyway. I have really mixed thoughts about, like, later Souls series entries just giving you the ability to teleport right off the bat. Because I loved this, like, kind of victory lap moment of, like, oh, I need to go back somewhere. What's the fastest way? Or, like, you end up having these routing issues where it's like, okay, I need to get back from here to there, and I want to go through Firelink. I want to, I'm in Darkroot Basin. I need to get back to the bottom of the catacombs. How is that? What's going to be the fastest way back? I really, like, it's fun in terms of routing, but then also, like, running back through this area that, gave you so much trouble before and was such a beast to get through originally. Like, this victory lap of just coming in, destroying everything that gave you trouble before. You know what? Do we have the souls for it? We should. If not, I have soul items to make up the difference. We're going to grab the bottomless box while we're here, just so I can clean my inventory. That bonk attack is tasty.
Oh, still keeping your mind? Then go ahead. Don't be a nitwit. Never hurts to splurge when your days are numbered. Eh? My wares? Of course they're stolen. What did you think? And when you lose your head, I'll sell it all again.
I mean, at least he's honest.
Oh, this one. Ain't she lovely? Her name is Yulia. She's plumb in love with me. You'd never leave my side now, would you, Yulia? Oh, you can forget it. I'm all that she needs. Careful. She'll bite your little fingers off. Be kind, Yulia, be kind. Here, I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business, or we talk nothing at all.
Oh, good. It's only 1,000. Great.
Here, I'm not... We talk... Oh, thanks. Come back...
Should have let those voice lines play out. They're so rare to hear. Him being happy and nice to you? I should have just gone back up. That would have been faster. I don't know, like, I know everyone, it seems like most everybody else was just like, oh, thank goodness we can, teleport from the start of the game. We don't have to, like, get a specific item or make a certain amount of progress. We can go wherever we want. But also, like, why is Dark Souls 1 the only one that actually lets you level up at any bonfire instead of having to go back to a leveling up character? I despise that decision in pretty much every way, because all it means is, yes, you can teleport, which means still, technically, you can level up at any bonfire. However, there's now 2 loading screens every time you want to level up. I hate that so much. Just let me level up at the bonfires themselves if you're going to let me, teleport from anywhere to the home base where I can do the leveling up anyway. It's the same thing, just with 2 load screens. And in the case of Dark Souls 2, I played that on PS3, and boy howdy, those load screens are real long. It's part of why I really didn't like Dark Souls 2 to begin with. Rant aside, like, these, backtrack trips, I personally, again, I really like them because it is the victory lap. It is the, oh, hey, I spent hours trying to get through here before. It took me so many tries just to get up these stairs without, running out of Estus. And now it's just, might as well be playing Yakety Sax. Like, I love that return. Like, I've had random asides talking about the Etrian Odyssey games before, and like, we're about to go down one again. This is something that I love about RPGs, and like, it's the thing that is always like the nice, make brain happy. Numbers go up, brain goes happy. Like that, a lot of that comes from not just the numbers going up, but seeing just like how far that goes. Seeing like, okay, I just, blazed through this area and destroyed everything in my way. Where before it was like a slow, monotonous, like very careful walk.
Oh, miracles? Come again.
It's celebratory, it's a nice little power trip, just all that stuff. I don't think anybody's gonna have anything new to say, but just in case. And Lautrec will be our last stop. Alright. With that, we are ready to take on Tomb of the Giants. But man, again, just this traversal, like, yes, technically it is backtracking, but like, I feel like it doesn't overstay its welcome. And part of it is like you're getting souls all along the way, and you can level up at any bonfire, so like when you get to your next bonfire, you can maybe use those souls to level up. And it's like, it's not like an inconsequential amount of souls. I deserve that. But like, I mean, just between last episode and this episode, the necromancers, except for one, are dead now. Which means I don't need to use my little holy sword. I can go back to this big stonking Black Knight sword and just tear up the town. It's a nice little power trip. It's a nice little, like, look at how far I've come sort of moment. Alright, let's make sure we actually put light on our bar. And here's the question. Do I want to go ahead and throw a pile of Estus at this? Nah. 10 Estus should get us down there, and if not, well, I guess we'll be back. And again, like, with this traversal, like, I could be editing all of this traversal out. Like, I could just have said, okay, now we're going to the catacombs again, and done a cut to black, or just clock wipe has been my favorite to do in this series for some reason. Should I get Vamos? Nah. Also, because I'm playing on the 360 version, Vamos does not have a bonfire, so he's just a guy in a corner, being kind of a jerk, honestly. Alright, always lessered all these dang bone wheels. But, again, like, getting to here took the entirety of last episode. And this time around, like, with some pit stops, it took, like, I don't know, less than 10 minutes, probably around 5. And we still have time for the second half of the episode. So this is how I got through Tomb of the Giants the first time, because I did not find the final Necromancer, so I did not have the the Necromancer's skull lamp to get me through things. This is pretty stupid and risky, doing that big bonk attack with this sword. Oh, hey, you can see that item from here. You can actually make this jump, I'm pretty sure. Which would save a good chunk of time. You can also just, like, drop off here and, like, hey, skeleton. You know what? Let's do it. We're gonna... Whew. He was about to just kick me off the ledge. But yeah, as it turns out, not having the skull lantern, if you have the light spell, it's not that big of a deal. Oh geez, there's one behind me. I've made a terrible mistake. Drink fast. Shield up. Oh, buddy. So, that seems about accurate to what would have happened my first time through. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Leave me alone. Please stop. High patches, bye patches. Bonfire. Okay. Welcome to the worst idea. Sitting at this bonfire before you have the Lord Vessel. And it's not the worst idea. The worst one is definitely going down to the bottom of Ash Lake. But hey, we're not going there, so... yeah, this is about the worst idea in my playthrough that we had. My original playthrough was just like, okay, yeah, cool, great. We have this light spell. It gets us down here to the bottom. You know what? Let's go ahead and pour some humanity on this. Let's do a big humanity drop. Right, we can't use multiples of items. But yeah, resting at this bonfire means we have to climb all the way back out of here. All the way out of the catacombs. All the way back up. That could be an episode of itself. I don't know if I'm going to do that. The climb out is a hard one, and it's real rough, especially at this low level that I've been running around at. Alright, there we go. Big bada bonfire. Cast light lasts a lot longer than I remembered. But hey, if you've ever played a Dark Souls or a Demon Souls...
You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
Nah.
No? Really? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now, so I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
I mean, trusty Patches doesn't seem so trusty. Like,
There, that hole. Take a closer look.
this is so obviously a trap.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
And to be fair, I do have some cool stuff patches. And then I got my skull lantern. Okay, good. Still medium rolling. Oh, that seems about accurate to my first go. So yeah, like running into the two giant skeletons, panicking, just sliding down that way. The one thing that was different there is I would not have grabbed that item. I would have just slid down and been like, "Welp, okay, let me run around a little bit and try to figure out where I'm going." So at this point, it's like, oh, hey, cool. This thing casts light and something about Nito's light. And then it's like, what does it mean by Nito's light? And then these little blue dots show, like, essentially objective markers pointing you slowly in the right direction. It's pretty neat. But you know what? It takes your shield slot to do. So, hey, light sure is nice.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are two fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
Man, the bloom on this light spell, though.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. They will...
Alright. Same deal. I don't know how hard this fight's going to be with, Oh, it's so satisfying. It's such a bad plan, but it's so satisfying. Good. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's maybe try to step away from Estrella, or not Estrella. I had forgotten her name all of a sudden. Brea, that's the one. I really should not be doing this, but man, is it satisfying. Alright, let's see if I get the camera a little bit better where her voice actually projects from.
You banished those two hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. I am certain.
Alright. Well, that covers Rhea. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen to her, especially if I don't buy all of her spells. And even if I do buy all of her spells, it's still Dark Souls. Nothing good happens to anyone. Ooh boy. So Bone Tower is also kind of terrifying me because that attack just... it deals a kind of stonking ton of damage. That is not a jump attack. I am probably getting snuck up on by a Bone Tower right now. Alright. It's fine. Yeah, I got hit by one hand there, and it's like a third of my health. I really want to put more points in vitality, but I need so many other things. I'd really like to play with more weapons, but man, it's hard to not use this one. It's so good. Great swords in Dark Souls have been just consistently, like, kind of the best weapon. Like, there's the Uchigatana and, like, some dex weapons do alright, but, like, there's just... great swords are so satisfying. That big chunk of hit. So good. My light spell has got to be running out soon, right? Oof. Big oof. Now, of course, something I haven't really... Oh no. I kind of mentioned it last time, like, everything about this path is a dead end. Like, everything about coming down here right now is just a dumb, bad idea. But I didn't know any better in my first playthrough. It was just like, okay, I went down to the catacombs, got this thing, okay, Rite of Kindling, that's neat. But then it's like, oh, but there's more to explore down here. I guess I'd better go on and explore the rest down here. Do I want to try to get that dang ember? Now, of course, up this direction is the way back. Also down here, though, is this, frankly, obnoxiously difficult ember to get. These dudes, there's just so many of them. And now I've got 4 of them on me. I am probably dead. That's 5. But we got the ember. Didn't get the other thing. I think it's just a soul item. Lost a bunch of souls. I should probably stop doing that. Sure is dark down here without light. So, yeah, that room with like 5 giant skeletons and like so little room to maneuver without triggering more skeletons. It's a bad time.
Oh, you Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
I'm trying to remember what I said the first time through. I probably said yes. I know if I say no, then he gives me something.
Oh, brilliant. A second chance. Wonderful. I had a feeling you'd understand. I did. But, if I were in your shoes... Ooh... Who knows what I'd have done. But now we're friends again. Eh? I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations... You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me.
Oh, buddy. Let's have a bad time now. Because next up, bone dogs. These things. Sure, I'm glad I had my shield up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So yeah, you saw there I had my shield up, and then he still broke all of my stamina and poise, and also dealt half my health bar of damage. I don't know how far I'm going to take this really bad idea of coming down here. Because, I mean, we kind of have seen everything. Like, at this point, it is the struggle forward. And also, for some reason, why do I do this to myself? I decided to record 2 episodes on one tape again, and I am swiftly running out of room on this tape. But yeah, just getting past this one bone dog. Like... yeah, that attack can just destroy you. Sure, I'm glad my Estus didn't get used like I thought it had. This is probably the rest of the episode right here, is just dying to Bone Dog. Before I just say, you know what, maybe let's just not. There is one thing that we can get down here, though, and that is, I believe, something that I didn't grab early on in my first playthrough. I think it was one of those, like, last items or New Game Plus items, where it was just like, well, where even, how do I? Bone Dog is breaking my poise. I guess I could I still have the rusted iron ring on. Let's throw the wolf ring back on. See if that helps at all. But I don't think it will, really. That attack sucks so much. Oh boy, I am doing so little, and I'm just dead because he does that, and it just hits rapidly, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. So, we're clearly not going to be able to fight our way through here. Like, this is... I might have had a little bit more power than I thought I did when I came down this way. But yeah, I really would like to try to get to the end. Nope, we're dead. No, hey, we're not dead. Gun it. Oh god. Bone Dog, why are you here? Okay, would not have found this my first time through, or at least not for a while. Hey, nice aim. But that path, that was a really tricky thing to figure out originally, of like trying to reverse engineer how to get up to the shiny item that you can see from below. And we're going to forward engineer this. I'm going to talk about like the reverse engineering, I guess. And yeah, we're just gonna rush this because I don't have what I need in order to get through here. So yeah, that item over there, you can see it from, there's a platform down there, and it just kind of taunts you, and it almost looks like you might be able to jump to it from over here. Just waiting for that Black Knight to show up. Oh, hey, nope, that's a bone tower. Oh good, the bone towers are dropping. Great, great, everything's fine. Everything is fine and great. Perfectly, swimmingly well. Let's just poke this bonfire. Let's not rest at it, though. We already have a hard enough climb out of here. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy, that's a bone dog. Please excuse me. You saw nothing. But yeah, like, from down there, you see the shiny over there, and then you just have to, like, very painstakingly, like, stare into the black abyss. I'm dead. And yeah, it is. You just have to, like, slowly piece together, okay, there's a path that leads up there. What is that near? Okay, that looks like it's that ledge where that archer was shooting at me. Okay, let me go over to that ledge and then try to peer into the darkness. Nope, don't see anything. I guess I'll just jump wildly in and have some leap of faith fun times. So I don't even know, like, what am I even trying to show off here? Like, one, we got a ring that I might not have gotten in my first playthrough. Two, how much of a bad idea this is. I think we've proven that point fairly well. Hey, bone dogs. 3. That view I would love to show off. A little bit better. We'll come around. There's a path up here. Let me go. I think it's the effigy shield. Yeah, there it is. Let me just grab this. I'm surprised the Black Knight has not come to ruin my day yet. For whatever reason, in like every other version of the game, the Black Knight like triggers from way higher, and he always just like comes around to attack you. He hasn't done that yet, and I wonder if that's just like a 360 version thing. So this view, there's Ash Lake. That's as close as we're getting to Ash Lake ever. My first time through the game, I never found Ash Lake. I saw this as like, this looks like another area. Like, you can see, you know, the demon ruins, and that's clearly another area, and this looks like another area, and it's incredible and impressive as heck. Never found the way down there. And we'll go into why when I go into Blighttown. But yeah, it was just like this incredible view that just was tantalizing, and just, oh, this area. It's got to be another area, right? But I thought I'd rinse the game, and turns out, nope, completely missed this. So it was just like, this is as close as I got to Ash Lake, and it's such an incredible view. And then you get down here to this, examine the brilliant light. Just sealed by the great Lord's power. Great. Perfect. Literal dead end. And at this point, I would have to make my way all the way back up. And tell you what, we've got like 9 minutes of tape. Let's see how far we can get. Oh no, I ran towards the bone dogs. No, there's a big skeleton here. Everything is fine and perfect. Let's go fight a Black Knight. Why not? Oh no. That attack, every time. Again, I'm really impressed the Black Knight hasn't come and tried to fight me yet, because, oh man, every other version of the game, I swear, he just comes running the moment you, like, fight basically the moment you cross the white fog there. So, yeah, that's that. We've done as much of this area as we can, basically. We've had a real bad time. Yep. What? Alright. Controls went a little bit screwy there, like when that skeleton attacked me, like it seemed to put me into the same position as him, so being locked onto him, I was just like spinning around for a second. Ultimately, it's my fault that I died. And like this is very much proving, like, at a certain point in Dark Souls, you just kind of accept, you know what? It's fine. I have no souls. I have nothing to lose. I might as well just see what's here. Alright. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I'm gonna die. Really, the worst part of this is I have to put in a death counter for every single one of these things, and quite frankly, my video editing software, it's free, so it's not great. So, oh, buddy. I guess we'll take a drink. So let's see if we can actually make it out of here. Let's put in a real effort. I could put my actual spells back on so I could try to deal with this archer up on the grave. I could also not just take arrows to the knee. Hoi. At least that joke is period specific to Dark Souls. Because it was like a month or two. It was a month, like within a month, Skyrim came out. Because Skyrim's whole deal was, 11, 11, 11. I'm quite possibly going to fall off. Oh, please no, Mr. Skeleton. Way. Yep. I deserve that, but okay, please stop kicking me. There we go. That is the major hurdle on our escape plan. Alright, so we've got that little item pickup. We might as well grab it. I think it was a whole, like, 2,000 souls. We've got plenty of torpedoes, Fox. Let's let's go ahead. Just try to keep our health topped up. Try not to get into too much trouble with these giant skeletons up here. Like, there are 2 of them here, I think. Alright. That solves that problem. Okay, skeleton, could you please? Thank you. And of course there's another item over there that we can drop down to. Because the whole fun of the catacombs, quote unquote fun, and the Tomb of the Giants. Oh yeah, it's the Eyes of Death. Great. We now have the Covenant item if we wanted to go talk to Nito. We're not going to do that because I never did it in my first run. Never figured out how the words. Hang on now. What are you? Is there an item I missed on the way down? Yeah, never figured out how that whole coffin shenanigans works. But, well, hey, great news. We've gotten this far. Now we just have to get past all of the bone wheels. I forgot how bad this climb was. This climb is horrific. Like, this is one of those things that is just like, you've gone so deep into the world, and now you have to come back. And again, it's technically backtracking, but like, thematically, hot dang. Like, this is an incredible bit of, like, not so much storytelling, but like, you're coming out of this with feeling like you've overcome something incredible, because quite frankly you have. Like, nothing about this climb is easy. Because, like, okay, so getting up out of that first section where it's like you've got an archer you can't reach, an archer one archer you can't reach, one archer who is just like really, really covering for his bud, and that bud being, you know, a giant skeleton with a giant sword. No, bone wheels. Come on. Nope. Drink. I'm dead. And then, after all of that, you have bone wheels. So you need to overcome, like, a really tricky encounter with 2 archers and a giant skeleton. Then you've got 2 giant skeletons that you can, like, kind of pick apart and make it a little bit easier to deal with. I tell you what, we're gonna switch that back out for Soul Arrow, and we're gonna give this one more go, and then I'm calling it an episode. In fact, I should probably just call it an episode now, but let's see. Let's rush it this time. Let's see if we can get on this ladder. We've bypassed the first hard encounter. Next we have the 2 giant warriors up here. They're kind of tricky, but like, we can at least take them on one at a time. Or at least we can try to. Oh, good. Oh, no, you're not dead yet. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay, problem solved. Oh, the kick. Please just... Could I pretty please just bait out a basic attack? Thank you. There we go. Oh man, this climb is just brutal. Yes, okay, there's just an item right here. Just, alright, walk right by that. Alright. Next up, the bone wheels. And then on top of that, because, you know, I made mistakes my first time through, we also have the last necromancer, which means the skeletal archers near him are not going to die and stay dead until he's dead. Oh, this climb is atrociously difficult. Like, it's just... It is a really rough time if you have been lured down here early, because, like, again, it really seems like the game wants you to come this direction based off of, like, where the Divine Ember is, the clerics, all of that stuff. It really seems like you should be coming down into the catacombs really early. You shouldn't be going into the Tomb of the Giants, but it's just like, it's right there. And if you have the light spell, or if you've gotten the necromancer lamp, it's right there. It's this tantalizing next step that is a dead end. And that's the end of the tape. So, okay, you know what? We still have stuff to do. I have put in a new tape. We're going to wrap this up. There's a few things. So, hey, guess what? Managed to not die. That's great. And we've gotten all the way back up here. But there's something very important that I completely forgot about this entire sequence that is the capstone, and it has to be the capstone on this episode. We have fought our way up out of Tomb of the Giants. We have gone through just this absolute pit of darkness. And, oh man, just, there's a lot that needs to be covered here. Like, coming out of the Tomb of the Giants, trying to fight your way back up out of there, you have to fight through just the pitch black environment. You have to fight a frankly pretty tricky little encounter with the two skeleton archers, one of which you just can't get to, and the one skeleton warrior, the two skeleton warriors at the top, and then fighting your way back up. You have to fight through the bone wheels, that entire bone wheel pit. You then, in this case, you know, you would run into the last necromancer, who, by the way, does not drop a lantern because you already have one. And then you have to fight your way up through the entire catacombs. Like, there's no shortcuts on the way up. There's like not really much you can skip. You have to fight pretty much every single skeleton on the way back up. And we're still in the dark. Like, we made it to that bonfire, and oh my goodness, that's the first bonfire on the way up. Again, there's the one I know about it, but I didn't my first time through, and like, even if I did, that's still most of the skeletons in the catacombs. It's not much of a pit stop. But hey, we finally made it to a bad camera angle and a skeleton. And again, like, these are From Software skeletons. They're always dangerous. They are never not dangerous. And we fought our way back up through the darkness, through the giant skeletons, through the bone wheel pit, through almost every skeleton in the catacombs. And finally, you see the light. Like, this is so much relief. This is such a breath of, like, it's digital, but it feels so real. That breath of fresh air as you see Firelink Shrine come up across the screen as the sky brightens. You can see the sky. Good Lord, you can see the sky. I mean, it's one of those magical things about Dark Souls that you just don't get on future playthroughs, because why the heck would you play any of this in this order? This is so suboptimal. It's so bad. Like, why would you do this to yourself? But that moment, just turning that corner and having that literal light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, my dude, skeleton, stop. And then the Firelink music shrine kicks in, and everything's right with the world. You've made it home. You've made it back to this bonfire that is your safety blanket. And finally, you're just home, you're safe, you're just... I cannot stress how much of a weight is lifted just by seeing this light. Anyway, this thought has just been weighing on me. Like, this is several days later that I've decided, no, this needs to be in the episode. So, thank you. That's not the right button. Where is the right button? This is the right button. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.